coast to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, an update in the trial of an Orrington man accused of attempted murder after an incident in front of the downtown Bangor restaurant. Plus, a public hearing scheduled for today will focus on a bill intended to repeal ranked choice voting in Maine. And we'll get a local check of how the housing market is faring. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith and thank you for tuning in this morning. Let's hit the ground running and get a first check of that forecast with meteorologist Evan Biggs.
Hey Emma, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. We're looking pretty good out there, at least at this point. We're watching some clouds that are currently tracking through. We have a few advisories posted as well. Not showing up on this particular map, but a small crowd advisory here. And a winter weather advisory showing up in the northern parts of the state for accumulating snow that will be on the way. For now, though, not too bad out there. We're pretty quiet here this morning. There's some rain further down to the south, but another system here onto the north will be tracking off towards the east. That will combine with a system to the south, and that will give us some precipitation that will be moving in later on this week. Futurecast for today will be showing a partly cloudy sky. Clouds move in later on tonight. There's a rain and snow chances on the way later on tonight and a parts of Thursday morning as that system starts to approach. The winds won't be too bad for now. Rather calm today. Maybe a light breeze and a direction shifting overall. But we will be watching for increasing wind, especially as we head towards Thursday afternoon with that next system that will be approaching. So for today, mid-40s and a partly cloudy sky, and the wind overall looking nice and calm. Later on tonight, lower 30s on the way, mostly cloudy. Some rain and snow arriving late. The northwest wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, mid-40s, rain and snow switching to all rain. The southeast wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. A lot of sunshine and a few passing clouds. Temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Emma?
Thank you, Devin. The attempted murder trial of an Orrington man continued yesterday morning at Penobscot Judicial Center. Our Matthew Duroncic has the latest.
The second day of the Jordan David Bishop trial consisted of cross-examinations of Bangor Police Detective Dustin Dow and bartender Ryan Whitney, and a partial cross-examination of witness Jeremy Mountain. Bishop is accused of shooting and wounding 57-year-old James Parent, a brewer, outside of Tesoro's Italian restaurant in Bangor in 2019. He is currently facing 6 counts, including multiple attempted murder and assault charges, as well as reckless conduct of a firearm. Detective Dow was asked to walk the jury through the surveillance video from the scene of the alleged crime. Mountain claimed that Bishop was intoxicated at the time of the shooting and talked about the interactions he had with him outside the restaurant. Bartender Ryan Whitney took the stand, talking about what he remembered that night in moments before Bishop allegedly fired off multiple shots at the victim.
Well, this is a serious case. It involves a shooting outside of Tesoro's restaurant. A person was significantly injured in this case, and it was quite frightening for the people inside the restaurant.
Cross-examinations will continue at Penobscot Judicial Center tomorrow morning. In Bangor, Matthew Duroncic reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The Penobscot County Sheriff's Department has released an update regarding the fatal car crash that occurred this past weekend on Route 2 in Herman. The lone occupant killed in the crash has been identified as 22-year-old Matthew Sforza of Herman. The department reports that speed, road conditions, and no use of a seatbelt appear to be contributing factors. The crash remains under investigation, and no other details have been released at this time. A man that was serving time at the Mountain View Correctional Facility has passed away. Yesterday, the Maine Department of Corrections confirmed the death of 55-year-old Aaron Chadbourne of Palmyra. At approximately 1 a.m. on Tuesday, Chadbourne reportedly passed away while attended by medical personnel. He had become an inmate at the facility last year, serving 2 concurrent sentences for arson. His earliest release date was 2026. The Attorney General's Office, State Police, and Medical Examiner have been notified. The Innovation, Development, Economic Advancement, and Business Committee heard from a small business owner working with a group of lawmakers to legalize competitive Muay Thai and kickboxing in Maine. Our AJ Douglas spoke to a state representative to learn how the classification of the 2 sports fell through the cracks.
I was able to find out, kickboxing and Muay Thai is technically illegal in the state. I thought, wow, we need to try to fix that.
Business owner Primo Bella Rosa says he has been boxing for around 3 decades. Bella Rosa currently coaches kickboxing and Muay Thai. However, after realizing that Mainers could not legally participate in any professional competitions, he sought help.
And he said, is this something that you can help me with so that the Combat Sports Authority of Maine would be able to do rulemaking to allow those competitions to happen? And I said, sure, I'll do that.
Muay Thai is sometimes referred to as Thai boxing, as the sport originated in Thailand. It's similar to kickboxing. However, Muay Thai allows the use of elbow and knee strikes. Bella Rosa says he had a troubled youth, but the sport put him on the right path.
This gave me that outlet, gave me a way to work those things out in a positive manner.
Representative Amanda Collymore notes that offering professional competitions here in Maine would support economic growth, as many competitors already travel to Maine to train for both sports.
When the statutes were changing to the Combat Sports Authority of Maine, kickboxing was left out. And I think it was just an accidental oversight, and I'm trying to fix that.
The proposed bill would recognize kickboxing and Muay Thai as a form of mixed martial arts here in Maine and allow professional competitions to take place. The committee continues to review the bill. In Augusta, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Senate Republicans are talking about initiatives centered around expanding safety measures in Maine schools. Legislators report that they plan to focus on infrastructure resources, student mental health, and collaborating with the Department of Education. Lawmakers are suggesting a task force be established consisting of experts in fields like public safety and education. Senator Marianne Moore says changes have to be made to address the mental health concerns among students.
Young people in the United States and here in Maine are collectively experiencing a level of distress that calls for action. While the primary goal of schools is academic learning, they also play a major role in shaping mental, physical, and social growth.
Republicans are suggesting the state foot the bill by utilizing state funds in an effort to lower the financial burden on local municipalities. A public hearing scheduled for today will focus on a proposed bill to repeal Maine's ranked choice voting laws. LD 1028, which has been backed by a number of Republican representatives, would reinstate plurality voting for Maine's elections. Under current law, voters can choose their candidates in order of preference. If no candidate wins a majority of votes on election night in the races that have 3 or more candidates, the ballots are tabulated over multiple rounds, incorporating voters' second choice candidates to determine a winner. The Department of Secretary of State is making its opposition to the bill clear.
Senators have shown election after election that they support ranked choice voting, that they appreciate the ability to vote with their hearts and not with their fears. So we're in support of ranked choice voting for our elections, and we'll be making that clear tomorrow at the hearing.
The public hearing will take place at the State House at 10 a.m. today. Some of Maine's oldest residents are making some noise on climate change. The group Third Act organized this demonstration, saying they want to leave a livable planet for younger generations. The group of Maine seniors says they're asking banks like Chase and Bank of America to stop supporting what they call climate chaos by financing new oil explorations.
The latest intergovernmental panel on climate change just came out this week and said if we do not keep the oil in the ground, we're going to blow past 2 degrees of warming, and we're going to have catastrophic climate change. That's why this is so important.
They're asking people to boycott those big banks and go local instead. Organizers say this is one of about 100 similar rallies across the country. All right, the time is now 6:09. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, the Glenburn Fire Department recently made a critical equipment purchase in order to save lives, all thanks to the Stephen and Tabitha King Foundation. But before we go, let's take a look at that forecast. Partly cloudy in the sky today. The sun will shine through at certain times. High of 46 degrees. Rain and snow is likely tonight. It'll drop down about 30. Tomorrow, it will be a continuation of that. Rain and snow are likely. Highs, though, of around 44 degrees.
Sharing a little joy starts with arriving in good spirits. The energizing Mazda CX-5, beautifully designed signature interior. the confidence of available iActive all-wheel drive. Find your new Mazda today at Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and discover what Varney value is all about.
Angie's List is losing the list. From now on, it's just Angie.
So what happens to all the people that needed the list?
Oh yeah, everything still works. We just made it better. We even let you book services instantly now.
Start your home project at Angie.com.
When Raoul's Garage in Dover Foxcroft wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Raoul's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance.
All the nonsense
Fibber
meets no nonsense.
I don't buy it.
Judge Judy.
Weekdays at 5 on ABC7.
This week on Jeopardy, the competition's tough.
What's a smackdown?
Emotions run high.
Okay.
And the surprises keep coming. Plus, hip-hop royalty.
Here's Questlove. This is a hip-hop tradition.
On Jeopardy.
This week at 7:30, only on ABC7.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Now to a follow-up on a story we brought you yesterday. SNAP recipients say they can't get answers from DHHS about their benefits. It's leading some to take matters into their own hands, going to the state offices, hoping to find help.
This is what I ended up doing.
Mike Phillips is trying to renew his SNAP benefits.
Yeah. How long were you trying to call DHHS?
The day that I finally got through to him, I was on the phone for 2.5 hours on hold, just sitting there waiting for somebody to pick it up.
We are currently experiencing extremely high call volume.
About 175,000 low-income Mainers received SNAP benefits in February, according to the state. We've heard from some they've been running into issues with their money and can't get a hold of anyone to fix it.
I'm just curious about what's going on and what can be done, if anything.
Maine DHHS says there was a change to the program this month, leading to a higher number of calls, impacting answer times and processing. Once Phillips was able to talk to someone, he says he was told his paperwork was received but not processed.
And I said, well, at least you know so I won't lose my benefits, right? And she said, oh no, it's computerized. You lose your benefits if this isn't done.
We wanted to know if this was the case, if some are at risk of losing this money. CBS 13 News went to DHHS in Augusta. They directed us to the department's communication director. So we called Jackie Farwell and tried calling the department's commissioner and Office for Family Independence's director directly.
Record your message after the tone.
We didn't get a call back. In a written statement on Tuesday, DHHS spokesperson Farwell says that for participants due for renewal, benefits automatically end when their current cases expire unless the department receives and can process their information. The department is reassigning staff to process renewals and are approving overtime to speed up processing time. And they're waiving SNAP interviews through June, which is what Phillips needed.
I just went in here.
Fortunately for Phillips, he heard from DHHS after going in person. His benefits will continue.
I mean, it's all resolved till next time.
Home sales in Maine declined in February due to a lack of available properties for buyers. According to Maine Listings, realtors sold 708 homes last month. That is a dip of more than 19% from February of 2022. Prices increased more than 10% in the past year. The median sales price was roughly $329,000. 2023 president of the Maine Association of Realtors, Carmen McPhail, says buyer demand remains steady, but the shortage of move-in ready homes for sale continues to be a challenge. Homeowners who purchased in recent years with record low mortgage interest rates are staying put, and new home construction in Maine has not kept pace with demand. The Maine Bureau of Insurance says they recovered almost $2 million on behalf of Mainers in 2022. Acting Insurance Superintendent Timothy Scott says roughly $1.8 million was recovered for Maine consumers through the Bureau's 2022 investigations. Those cases involved a wide range of complaints and issues ranging from improper billing, improper or delayed claims processing, wrongful denial, or of payment for medical treatment and illegal insurance sales practices. The Bureau also says more than $5 million in life insurance policies were matched to Maine recipients through their life insurance policy locator. In other news now, the Glenburn Fire Department purchased new Jaws of Life equipment thanks to a grant awarded by the Stephen and Tabitha King Foundation. Glenburn Fire Chief Chris Lavoie says their previous set of equipment was outdated, making it more difficult to extract someone from a vehicle during an emergency.
Vehicle manufacturers are out there every single day. They're out there right now as I'm talking to you, and they're looking for a way to make a vehicle safer, which is great. But now the technology's old, right? We just bought these. Someone out there is going to outbuild these tools already. So, as technology evolves in vehicles, we need to upgrade our equipment as well.
Lavoie says the new set is battery operated, making setup a few minutes faster than their previous equipment. He says those few minutes can be the difference between life and death. Retirement and burnout have led to a severe doctor shortage in Maine, and foreign-trained physicians could be the answer to filling many of those jobs. Brad Rogers looks at a new push to remove the barriers for getting a medical license without lowering the standards for foreign-trained physicians.
These men and women were all doctors in their home countries. They now live and work in Maine, but are not allowed to practice medicine here.
We want to help this state. We want to use our skill.
Axel Samunto told us he went from being a doctor in the Democratic Republic of the Congo to working for the Maine CDC Public Health Division. But at a time when Maine is in desperate need of doctors, he and others say their medical skills are being wasted.
We have many doctors here who from different countries, Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, Brazil, Afghanistan, Pakistan. We are many here in Maine, but men did not use their resources.
I'm helping, but I'm not helping the way I was trained to.
Cedric DeCembo says he went from working as a doctor to being an EMT in Maine. He says financing is one obstacle. Refugees and asylum seekers are not eligible for student loans.
You cannot go to medical school in the same time taking care of your family.
Another major barrier, foreign-trained doctors must go through a residency in Maine to get their medical license. However, the new Maine Resource Center says preference is often given to younger students out of med school over experienced foreign-trained doctors.
There is just so much potential that we are not taking advantage of and being able to utilize in helping these people get back to work and to putting their skills to use.
Representative Cloutier's bill seeks to establish a commission to study integrating foreign-trained physicians living in Maine into the state's healthcare workforce. However, the bill would not seek to lower the standards for foreign-trained doctors.
That would be very important to me, making sure that the standards remain the same, but anything we can do, we absolutely face a shortage of healthcare workers.
We know what we do, we know what we need, and then if they need just to pass a test, we are ready for that. We are a doctor.
Foreign-trained doctors can also help diversify the medical profession in Maine and can lead to better health outcomes for people of color.
The time is now 6:18. After the break, a local high school drama club will be competing at the Maine State Drama Festival this weekend. Plus, two Belfast organizations have put aside their rivalries in order to work towards benefiting local veterans. We'll have these stories and more coming up on Good Morning Maine.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
In Maine, it's always truck season. And at Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, we are celebrating New Ram Truck Month by carrying the complete line of hard-charging new Ram trucks from light to heavy duty. At Thornton Brothers, you'll find the right truck for cargo space and comfort for those long trips on the road. No matter what Maine throws at you, our trucks have you covered. So come on over and test drive any of our award-winning new Ram trucks at Thornton Brothers, 125 Main Street, Lincoln.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. Central High School's Drama Club is hoping to bring home a trophy at this weekend's Maine State Drama Festival. Our Jody Hersey caught up with the actors and has more.
Central High School in Corinth doesn't have a stage or an abundance of props, but that hasn't stopped the students in the school's drama club from winning the regional competition again and again.
We finally captured another title and now we get to go to stage, so it means everything to us.
There are 28 members in the drama club, 13 of which are seniors. Beth Goodwin is the drama club's director, who says a lot of the students start out as techs, working behind the scenes, before ever stepping into a speaking role.
I didn't think that I would want to do this, but when I joined my junior year, even the role of Bongo Boy, which is my first role here, I enjoyed it so much.
The cast is performing The Shuttersome Tales of Poe, a theatrical adaptation of 3 of Edgar Allan Poe's best-known works. There's even a dance scene.
We practiced beforehand to make sure we could get the beat, the steps, and everything.
This weekend's state competition will be bittersweet, especially for the seniors here at Central High School. It'll be the last time they take the stage with classmates that they have grown close to over the years.
I feel like our freshman year we got here, we were friends, but we grew a tighter bond through drama.
We have stories that we can talk about that no one understands what we mean. Absolutely. And it's brought us closer, and I think it's not just a friendship, we're more of a family at this point.
The Maine State Drama Festival will be held Friday and Saturday at Ellsworth High School. In Corinth, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A pair of Belfast organizations put aside their rivalry to support a common goal. Our David Ledford spoke with them about the road to cooperation.
Our organizations have been rivals, but now we're leading the way and showing that our groups can work together.
The Belfast Veterans of Foreign Wars partnered with the Belfast Masonic Lodge to help out another veteran organization, the American Legion. The Belfast Legion's furnace, now more than 60 years old, is on its last legs.
If something happens to it, it's running right now, but if something happens to it, it is not up to code anymore. So we're hoping to fix it before it breaks. We're lucky that it made it another winter.
Members of the American Legion say that the building's integrity is necessary for important community services.
We just recently started doing like a warming center, which I think is important to the community. We'd like to keep that going for the public and our veterans as well.
This is a great community center. We provide a lot of services through here. Again, we're helping children with Christmas for kids. We've done food deliveries. We've based a lot of programs out of here. And without heat and warmth, we won't be able to continue the service.
The organizations presented a $2,000 check to the Legion, getting them one step closer to the estimated $16,000 price tag that comes with a new furnace. This comes in addition to the money already raised by the 3 groups and funds personally donated by some Belfast City Council members.
I'm really excited about this, as I've been a member of all these organizations, and I've seen that bigger picture that we're all working towards the same goal, but we were working apart. And this is the first time we've all banded together to do something, and it happened quick.
To support the Legion, checks can be made payable to American Legion Post 43 and mailed to 143 Church Street in Belfast. David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, the time is now 6:23. Let's get a full look at that forecast with meteorologist Evan Biggs.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. Here we go. We have some alerts in effect this morning. A small cloud advisory down toward the coast. That'll last until about 8 p.m. as we head towards your Thursday. Until Friday morning, a winter weather advisory for the northern ends of the state for accumulating snow that will be possible as well. Otherwise, nothing else in effect here, at least at this point. But the wave heights are rather quiet for now, so the small craft advisory hasn't kicked in just yet. But we'll see these wave heights increasing as you do proceed forward in time as that next system starts to approach. But for now, we're quiet out there this morning. Just a few passing clouds. We'll be watching for a partly cloudy sky today with a lot of sunshine involved. We'll be watching for our next system that will be moving in. We'll zoom things out and give you the bigger picture. This is that system right about in here. These two are actually going to merge as they track off towards the east into the north and east, and that'll give us the opportunity for some rain and snow that will be possible possible later on tonight and in parts of the daytime period. Tomorrow, let's break this all down with Futurecast. So a partly cloudy sky for us today. By tonight, increasing clouds will be the general idea. Early tomorrow morning, rain and snow will be possible. Nothing too extreme, though, but we'll keep the chances going, especially by Thursday afternoon and even into Thursday evening as well. But as we head towards early Friday morning, a lot of this starts to get out of here. And in fact, maybe starting off with some sunshine as we head towards your Friday. Here's the snow opportunities. The northern parts of the state could see around 4 to 7 inches of snow. This area right about in here. That is why there is that winter weather advisory in effect. Areas to the south and west, no advisories in effect at this point, but maybe some locally higher amounts than maybe 2 inches, maybe 3 inches are possible. 2 to 3 inches is a general idea. Locally higher amounts can't be ruled out. Further down to the south, this will all mainly be rain, so no accumulations expected there. So with regards to the rain, it won't be too ridiculous either, but at least up to a ½ inch of rain possible further down to the south before we're all finished up. This up here takes into account mainly the snow, so this is what could fall if this all fell as rain in the northern parts of the area. This is the water equivalent of that, but further down to the south, this will all mainly be as rain for that measurement. Our average high being 42 degrees. We'll reach for the 40s for the next few days, middle to upper 40s in general. Mid-30s Sunday, back in the 40s again Monday and also into your Tuesday. Forecast for today, mid-40s, partly cloudy with the wind overall looking nice and calm. By tonight, lower 30s, mostly cloudy, some rain and snow arriving late, the northwest wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, mid-40s again, rain and snow switching over to all rain, that southeast wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate. Partly cloudy Friday, highs in the upper 40s. Mid-40s Saturday with a mostly cloudy sky. Rain and snow back in the forecast on Sunday, highs in the mid-30s.
No matter what type of dog you have or cat you have, Frontline Plus lets you take them everywhere, no matter how you define it. Frontline, the #1 name in flea and tick protection.
You've probably seen those ads on TV with the out-of-state 800 number that look like information from Medicare. Some even suggest that your zip code will get you more benefits or even money back. You guessed it, those ads are misleading. So don't call that out-of-state 800 number when your help is right here at home. Do what I did and call the Senior Planning Center. They have trusted professionals all over Maine.
Call the Senior Planning Center at 223-6565. That's 223-6565.
Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dark or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.
This morning, Gen plus GMA? Well, that's a go.
Go, 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 go.
But how about Gen plus GMA plus Adam live?
Am I being punked?
It's no mystery. GMA this morning?
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Only on
Good Morning, America.
Hi, folks. This is Barry Gass of Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
To combat the spread of misinformation online, some politicians are calling for social media sites to do a better job at regulating false posts. TikTok just announced it will issue new guidelines for what can be uploaded to the platform, adding it will increase efforts to prevent the spread of conspiracy theories. But policy changes aside, a growing number of educators say it's still critical to teach kids how to identify misinformation. Fox News correspondent Jackie Ibanez takes a closer look at how efforts to teach digital literacy are being accomplished.
With just a few clicks, or even a brief scroll, access to piles of information are quickly at our fingertips, thanks to the internet. But But as helpful as the digital world is at spreading knowledge, it can be just as harmful because of how easily misinformation can spread online.
Everyone's susceptible to misinformation. It doesn't matter which political affiliation you are, it doesn't matter what your age is.
To help prevent people from believing false claims, a growing number of educators across the country are calling for students to better learn how to identify when they're being lied to.
Like I remember back in the day when we would call young people the digital natives, right? That we didn't need to teach them because they could figure it out because they were somehow born into this space, and so they'd be able to figure it out. Well, that didn't really pan out.
Misinfo Day at the University of Washington is helping to do just that, offering high school students exercises in how to responsibly consume media, how to fact-check information with credible sources, and why it's important to hear both sides of an argument.
I think it's really good for these types of conventions to happen so that kids can learn not only how to prevent the spread of misinformation, but also how to teach older family members that may have a harder time as well.
Several states, including Illinois, New Jersey, and Texas, have recently enacted new guidelines for teaching students how to accurately search for facts online.
Some states are coming up with new ways to prevent fentanyl overdoses, including a system that will show up where it's most needed. Fox News multimedia reporter Madison Scarpino has more on this from Chesterfield, Missouri.
This is a mobile addiction clinic. It's brand new and the first of its kind here in Missouri. It goes out to places like unhoused communities and rural communities, and people can go inside and get treatments, medications, and more by a team of professionals. And coast to coast, we're seeing similar trends where mobile clinics like these will go straight to the people who may not otherwise get treatment for their addiction.
Substance use as we know it has just changed for a lot of reasons, and namely that's because of fentanyl.
Assisted Recovery Centers of America, or ARCA, thinks of itself as the hub of addiction treatment in Missouri. For Executive Director Aaron Laxton, this job is personal.
I've lost 3 family members to fentanyl overdose.
One of the family members, his niece Heather Helton.
Every time I'm working with somebody, I'm working with someone that I can relate to.
Laxton says he's also struggled with substance abuse his entire life.
Now, I'm fortunately in a different place now. I'm in the 2nd year of my PhD. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I have a family. But all of that is only possible because I've received care like we are now rendering to other people.
ARCA's mobile clinic now brings life-saving addiction treatment straight to those in need.
This actually began out of the trunk of my car and going out to the community to work with individuals who were unhoused or individuals who didn't have access to services.
The National Institute on Drug Abuse says fentanyl is to blame for the majority of overdose deaths, and innovations like mobile clinics are incredibly effective.
I'm absolutely hopeful. I don't believe in fairy tales, but I also have seen how powerful treatments can be in actually helping people achieve recovery.
The strength of ARCA has been a medical detox and stabilization. Because when people come to us, they are in severe withdrawal. They have a lot of anxiety. They are just crawling out of the skin. We give them hope that no, it's a very treatable illness and you can get your life back together.
Everything, including medication, is completely free at this mobile clinic, all funded by state and federal government.
Barriers appeared around the U.S. Capitol Tuesday in preparation of a potential indictment of former President Donald Trump. Trump is facing a possible indictment and arrest this week for his alleged role in a hush money payment made to adult film star Stormy Daniels in 2016. Law enforcement has been ramping up security across multiple high-profile areas in D.C. and New York City after Trump called on his supporters to protest the charges. Plans to close down streets and set up barricades are in the works just in case demonstrators turn violent, similar to the January 6th insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. All right, when we return, we'll have your daily dose of fun facts plus the full weather forecast. Don't go away.
Buying a home is a big family experience. It is our dream home. Credit union is more like a partner, whether it's your home or whether it's in business. They're local, they're small, they want to take care of their customers just as much as they can. Pretty good feeling to have your local credit union backing you up.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in this state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit any new truck. Our full-service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard-to-buy-for relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
This is where the newsmakers come first in the morning to be heard. America's #1 morning show.
How would your mom feel about your relationship with your brother now?
I can't imagine what it feels like to go from $20 billion to $100,000.
Yeah.
Are you worried about going to jail?
You write that you had low-grade depression.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get out of that?
Wherever the story, ABC's Good Morning America is right there.
The support of my credit union, starting the business, the banking advice that you need, and you can call them and they're there for you. That's tremendous. It's really an exciting time, and my credit union made that possible.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Wednesday, March 22nd, 2023. Today the sun rises at 6:34 right about this time and sets at 6:49 p.m., which means we have about 12 hours and 15 minutes of sunlight today. And today is American Red Cross Giving Day, intended to bring people together to help those in need. The Red Cross accepts donations of blood, and they are also always in need of volunteers. They train people to be able to administer first aid treatment and even save lives. In Bangor, the Red Cross Blood Donation Center is located on Hammond Street, and it opens today at 11 a.m. All right, now for our daily dose of history. On this day in history in 1790, Thomas Jefferson became the first U.S. Secretary of State under President Washington. In 1903, Niagara Falls ran out of water due to a drought. In 1917, after the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia, the United States was the first nation to recognize the new government of Russia. And in 1933, FDR made beer and wine that exceeded an alcohol percentage of 3.2% illegal to produce, sell, and consume. For birthdays today, we have iconic actor William Shatner, who is 91 years old. Author James Patterson is 75 years old today, and actress Reese Witherspoon is 47. Happy birthday to them. All right, moving on now, let's throw it over to Devin Biggs. It looks like we'll have plenty of sun in the sky today, so let's get a check of that forecast.
Hey, Emma, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. We're looking pretty good out there, at least at this point. We're watching some clouds that are currently tracking through. We have a few advisories posted as well. Not showing up on this particular map, but a small crowd advisory here. And a winter weather advisory showing up in the northern parts of the state for accumulating snow that will be on the way. For now, though, not too bad out there. We're pretty quiet here this morning. There's some rain further down to the south, but another system here onto the north will be tracking off towards the east. That will combine with a system to the south, and that will give us some precipitation that will be moving in later on this week. Futurecast for today will be showing a partly cloudy sky. Clouds move in later on tonight. There's a rain and snow chances on the way later on tonight and a parts of Thursday morning as that system starts to approach. The winds won't be too bad for now. Rather calm today. Maybe a light breeze and with directions shifting overall. But we will be watching for increasing wind, especially as we head towards Thursday afternoon with that next system that will be approaching. So for today, mid-40s and a partly cloudy sky, and the wind overall looking nice and calm. Later on tonight, lower 30s on the way, mostly cloudy. Some rain and snow arriving late. The northwest wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, mid-40s, rain and snow switching to all rain. The southeast wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. A lot of sunshine and a few passing clouds. Temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Emma?
Looks like it'll warm up a lot in the afternoon. Thank you, Devin. Researchers say eating seeds and nuts are a possible way to maintain a healthy heart. Results published in the Food and Nutrition Research Journal show eating a handful of nuts every day decreases the risk of heart disease by 20 to 25%. Researchers say almonds, pistachios, and walnuts ranked among the best for lowering cholesterol. While the review did not provide an exact cause and effect for the results, researchers believe the composition of fatty acids in nuts and seeds is the main factor for reducing heart disease. That makes sense. Other things with fatty acids are things like avocado oil, olive oil, and I believe avocados as well. Interesting. Okay, still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz will have all the latest with sports. We'll be right back.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
The Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub is world-renowned for beautiful dining with a delicious view. Come and enjoy the experience of their all-you-can-eat seafood dinner every Friday night now through April with award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Simply call to make your reservation or order for takeout. You can also take your taste buds on a journey with their 5-course international menu, Tuesday through Thursday, for just $29.95 per person. The Lucerne Inn. Beautiful dining with a delicious view.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, you'll find all the products and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Hey everybody, Ryan Soudal here. Thank you so much for joining us. On Tuesday, 11 former Maine football players took to the Gorham Sports Center for their 2023 NFL Pro Day. Tyler Cruz has the story.
On Tuesday, 11 former Black Bears officially closed the books on their college careers and took a step towards the next level at the 2023 Maine Football Pro Day.
Yeah, this is a big day. I mean, a lot leading up to this. Certainly something that's in their minds for the past 4 to 5 years.
Scouts from the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers were in attendance at the Gorham Sports Center, watching the guys perform a series of drills to test their preparation for the next level.
I showed them, especially my weight, I showed them, I could be explosive at that weight, and going in there, catching everything, not really dropping anything, getting my hips moving.
I just want to show that I'm versatile and that I can perform on the field if they need me to. I mean, I can play any position on the offensive line, and that's the biggest thing that I want the scouts to know.
Also in attendance, Maine football alum and NFL veteran Matt Mulligan, who has been training this group of Black Bears as they prepare for the biggest stage.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity for anybody when you can be involved with your alma mater, but players that are coming out trying to achieve a dream, and that's what these guys are doing, and they're working really hard. So for me, it's just trying to foster an environment where they can get the most out of their abilities.
One of the headliners of the group, center Michael Geraci. Geraci spent the past 5 years donning the blue and black and has been an anchor on the offensive line every season he's been out there.
There's, not many that have done it better than he has. He's a guy who started almost 50 games here, so he has a lot to be proud of and a legacy here that will be, hard to match.
And as much as Geraci has meant to Maine, Maine has meant just as much to the 26-year-old NFL hopeful.
It's been my home away from home for the last 5 years. I mean, this university has given me everything. It's given me 2 degrees. It's given me the opportunity to play at the Division I level. And I'm grateful for the university. I'm grateful for the people around the university that have given me this opportunity.
Overall, for every one of the athletes there, it was a nice way to end their chapter of collegiate athletics, going out the only way they know how, as brothers.
It felt great. We came out here, man. Everyone worked there. everyone showed what they did, all training and everything, and we came here with the excitement, energy, and that's what we wanted. We got it done today.
In Gorham, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Let's stay with the Black Bears now, as one of the biggest pieces of the UMaine women's basketball team made a big announcement on Tuesday. Ann Simon is back. The former America East Player of the Year said in a statement that she intends to return to Maine next season for her 5th year of eligibility. Her season was plagued with injuries this past year, forcing her to miss half the games, but she still made second-team All-Conference, putting up 14 points a game. Simon says that the love she feels from Black Bear Nation and her teammates played a huge part in her decision, but also the hunger to fulfill her and the team's goals.
So grateful for the teammates and the coaching staff, but also for the fans. It definitely at the end made it easier for me to decide, knowing that I have the support behind me, and of course still haven't got what I want so far to win the conference. I'm currently 0 from 4, so I have one more year, one more chance, so whatever it takes.
Okay, let's stay on the basketball court now. The New England Women's Basketball Coaches Association announced their senior all-star game rosters recently, and one Husson Eagle will make the trip to participate. Big congrats to graduate point guard Vanessa Duarte. Duarte was named second-team All-NAC, and then she was also named to the Maine Women's Basketball Coaches Association's second team. She became the 28th player in Husson Women's Hoops history to reach 1,000 points this past year as well, doing it in her last game as an Eagle. The Senior All-Star Game will be played on March 26th at 1 p.m. at Smith's College in Massachusetts. Okay, let's move to the NFL now, where the Patriots bid farewell to one of the team's all-time greats. The Patriots held former safety Devin McCourty's retirement presser Tuesday afternoon. There was a video montage, various messages from teammates, and speeches from Coach Belichick and Bob Kraft. McCourty spent all 14 of his NFL seasons in New England and made it to 2 Pro Bowls and won 3 Super Bowls. He used the final words of his speech to thank the team and fans for treating him so well. In doing so, he quoted another local legend.
I heard Bill Russell say, as I watched his documentary, he said if he left his kids with $1 million, he really would have left them with nothing. But if he teaches them how to be better people and how to live life the right way, then he gives them everything. And I'm proud to say that I'm a father of 3, and because of you guys, I'll be able to show them how to live the right way.
What a great guy. Of course he is. He's from Jersey. That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
Find meaningful work in behavioral health care.
I find that the most rewarding part of my job is the emotional gratification in seeing my clients succeed.
Visit mainjobs.care/Fox to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
I really enjoy helping people and watching them grow. I joined Sweetser over 10 years ago as an independent affiliate and have helped countless clients reach their goals. Sweetser provides me an opportunity to help my clients without all the headaches like billing and referrals, things related to actually running a private practice. They take the administrative stress away so I can carry out my true passion. If you are a licensed social worker or therapist, Sweetser's affiliate network is for you.
What can your John Deere compact tractor do? Attachments for any job. Financing that's as easy as...
like getting a library card.
Affordable.
You're going to get this bigger tractor, and it's going to be less money.
Dependable.
Through the rain, through the snow, I'll work through it all.
Comfortable.
And I haven't any idea how we survive without it.
Experience United and build a tractor package customized for you.
Find meaningful work in behavioral health care.
I find that the most rewarding part of my job is the emotional gratification in seeing my clients succeed.
Visit mainjobs.care/Fox to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. A global superstar earns a huge honor, a Oscar-winning actor lands a killer role, and more. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has all of this and more from Hollywood Nation.
Redmayne leads, music artists head to the Windy City, and The Weeknd reaches another milestone in the Hollywood nation. Baby. The Weeknd earned 2 new Guinness World Records due to his streaming success. He is now statistically the most popular musician in the world for the most monthly listeners on Spotify, with 111.4 million tuning in, making him the first artist to reach over 100 million monthly listeners on the music streaming platform. Speaking of music, Lollapalooza revealed its 2023 performance lineup. Kendrick Lamar, Billie Eilish, and Red Hot Chili Peppers are among the headliners for the 4-day event. The Chicago-based music festival kicks off August 3rd in Grant Park. Eddie Redmayne lines up a new killer role. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the Oscar winner will executive produce and star in Peacock's TV adaptation of The Day of the Jackal. The series is based on the 1971 novel and award-winning 1973 film adaptation of the same name. It will follow Redmayne as the famed assassin hired by a paramilitary group to kill French President Charles de Gaulle in 1962. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
All right, now here's meteorologist Devin Biggs with our full weather forecast. Good morning, Devin.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. Here we go. We have some alerts in effect this morning. A small cloud advisory down toward the coast. That'll last until about 8 p.m. as we head towards your Thursday. Until Friday morning, a winter weather advisory for the northern ends of the state for accumulating snow that will be possible as well. Otherwise, nothing else in effect here, at least at this point. But the wave heights are rather quiet for now, so the small craft advisory hasn't kicked in just yet. But we'll see these wave heights increasing as you do proceed forward in time as that next system starts to approach. But for now, we're quiet out there this morning. Just a few passing clouds. We'll be watching for a partly cloudy sky today with a lot of sunshine involved. We'll be watching for our next system that will be moving in. We'll zoom things out and give you the bigger picture. This is that system right about in here. These two are actually going to merge as they track off towards the east into the north and east, and that'll give us the opportunity for some rain and snow that will be possible later on tonight and in parts of the daytime period tomorrow. Let's break this all down with Futurecast. So a partly cloudy sky for us today. By tonight, increasing clouds will be the general idea. Early tomorrow morning, rain and snow will be possible. Nothing too extreme, though. We'll keep the chances going, especially by Thursday afternoon and even into Thursday evening as well. But as we head towards early Friday morning, a lot of this starts to get out of here. And in fact, maybe starting off with some sunshine as we head towards your Friday. Here's the snow opportunities. The northern parts of the state could see around 4 to 7 inches of snow. This area right about in here. That is why there is that winter weather advisory in effect. Areas to the south and west, no advisories in effect at this point, but maybe some locally higher amounts than maybe 2 inches, maybe 3 inches are possible. 2 to 3 inches is a general idea. Locally higher amounts can't be ruled out. Further down to the south, this will all mainly be rain, so no accumulations expected there. So with regards to the rain, it won't be too ridiculous either, but at least up to a ½ inch of rain possible further down to the south before we're all finished up. This up here takes into account mainly the snow, so this is what could fall if this all fell as rain in the northern parts of the area. This is the water equivalent of that, but further down to the south, this will all mainly be as rain for that measurement. Our average high being 42 degrees. We'll reach for the 40s for the next few days, middle to upper 40s in general. Mid-30s Sunday, back into 40s again Monday and also into your Tuesday. Forecast for today, mid-40s, partly cloudy with the wind overall looking nice and calm. By tonight, lower 30s, mostly cloudy, some rain and snow arriving late, the northwest wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, mid-40s again, rain and snow switching over to all rain, that southeast wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate. Partly cloudy Friday, highs in the upper 40s. Mid-40s Saturday with a mostly cloudy sky. Rain and snow back in the forecast on Sunday, highs in the mid-30s.
Hewitt Lift and Rolodoc creates
the strongest, simplest, and most reliable dock system. With one simple goal:
to get you on the lake
faster and easier than anyone else.
Because at Hewitt,
we build stronger.
After 40 years of quality building, we get it.
Hewitt Family builds for your family.
For your family.
For your family.
Stand on the solid foundation of the Hewitt family.
Docks, pontoon legs, and boat lifts.
You work hard, play harder. You deserve a Hewitt.
Sharing a little joy starts with arriving in good spirits. The energizing Mazda CX-5. Beautifully designed signature interior. The confidence of available I-Active all-wheel drive. Find your new Mazda today at Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and discover what Varney value is all about.
This isn't your parents' photo booth. Premier Limousine and DJ present the latest in photo booth technology, the Magic Mirror Air Booth. We offer unlimited prints of beautiful 4x6 full-color photos and unlimited photos sent directly to your phone. The new Magic Mirror Air Booth is available for proms, weddings, birthdays, class reunions, and corporate events with one of the largest selection of props available. You can book the Magic Mirror Air Booth and DJ services separately or take advantage of our very popular package deal. Contact us at Premier Limousine and DJ.
NexGard is the flea and tick protection that's #1 with vets. Your vet trusts it for her patients and her own dog. Plus, its delicious beef flavor is #1 with dogs. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Ask your vet about NexGard.
We're pretty sure we know who killed Gloria.
Don't stop. Write your story.
Why don't you tell me what you really did to Gloria Nunmuck?
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith, and let's close out our final segment. If you want to find peak happiness, you might have to travel across the world to do so. The 2023 World Happiness Report just ranked the top happiest countries. The U.S. actually ranked number 15, which is fairly surprising, I guess, depending on who you are, which is a place higher than last year's report. But the top 3 countries for happiness are found in Europe. Finland takes the throne for first place for the 6th time in a row. Denmark and Iceland follow after that. I've heard Iceland is incredibly safe as well. That probably has to do with it. Income, health, freedom, and the absence of corruption are all taken into consideration when ranking the nations. The U.S. is probably farther down because of health reasons, unfortunately. All right, well, Washington, D.C.'s famous flower, the cherry blossom, is blooming. We talked about this in the midpoint last week with Craig. The National Park Service predicts peak bloom will actually arrive today. A lot different than Maine weather, although we're seeing the sun. The cherry blossom is a sign of springtime in the nation's capital. The National Cherry Blossom Festival runs from now through April 16th. The annual kite event The annual event features a kite festival, a cherry blossom 5K, and a parade. And I'm pretty sure the Amtrak Downeaster could get you there in a matter of hours. So if you want a quick day trip, take that way. All right, Good Morning America is next on ABC7. You can stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That's next on Fox 22. Have a great Wednesday.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but hate fumbling with all those attachments. And she hates that mess you leave behind. Well, now you can always be perfectly groomed without any attachments or mess. Introducing VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the revolutionary total body electric shaver that not only trims your hair, but actually vacuums it up at the same time. VacuTrim's unique dial has 20 precise trim length settings built in, so you never have to fumble with attachments ever again. Just dial and trim, groom, shape, and edge without any messy whiskers in the sink. VacuTrim's revolutionary 2-in-1 design lets you dial and trim to any length, completely mess-free. Its ultra-sharp stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum creates powerful suction, capturing all the trimmed hair into the collection chamber. So there's never any hair shavings left behind.
I hated having to fumble with all those attachments. With VacuTrim, you just dial and trim.
And there are no little hairs all over the sink. That's why I love it too.
Snap on the easy-to-use guide to tighten and shape